Alright, this is the video recording for 4.1% and fractions. If you came to in-person this week, you got to see this in person, but I have some students who ended up switching to online, and so you didn't get to see this lesson. So I'm going to record it for you. First of all, please copy all the notes down and then come watch this video. So our entry task, we wrote 45 over 100 in simplest form, and to do that we use the ladder method. The ladder method is as follows. You write the numerator and the denominator, and then you find a prime number that you can divide both numbers by. Here are some prime numbers. I wrote them down. A prime number that you can divide 45 and 100 by is 5. You need to be able to divide both of them by that prime number. All right, so 45 divided by 5 is 9. 100 divided by 5 is 20. 9 and 20 do not share a common factor. You cannot divide them anymore. So 45 over 100 is 9 over 20 in simplest form. Today we're going to talk about how to go from percents to fractions and then fractions to percents. To go from percent to fraction, our example 1 was write 35% as a fraction. So step 1 is to put the number, and what I mean by the number is this number 35%. So put the number over 100 as a fraction, because percent means out of 100. 35% means 35 out of 100. As a fraction, that would be part to total, so 35 over 100. That is step 1. Step 2 is to use the ladder method to reduce the fraction. So I'll have 35 on this side and 100 on this side. I can divide both of these numbers by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. 7 is a prime number, which means you cannot reduce it anymore. So 7 over 20. Example 2, same thing, 188%. First step is to put 188 over 100. And then we do our ladder method. They're both even numbers. If they are both even numbers, you can always divide by 2. 108 divided by 2 is 94. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 94 and 50 are both still even numbers. So you can divide by 2 again. 94 divided by 2 is 47. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 47 is a prime number, which means you cannot divide anymore. Also, the factors of 25 are 1, 5, and 25, and 5 does not go under 47. So there's nothing you can do to divide these numbers again. The same number again, anyway. So 188% as a fraction in simplest form is 47 over 25. That is percents to fractions. Now we're going to go fraction to percent. And I'm going to use a sticky note for this one, just so because I think it just has better effect this way. At first I wrote, we are going to convert 3 over 50 as a percent. And step 1 is to write an equivalent fraction where the denominator is 100. What I did was I did 3 over 50 equals blank over 100, because that's what equivalent means. Equivalent means equal to, the same as. So we need to write an equivalent fraction where the denominator is 100. And we all learned about equivalent fractions and equivalent ratios last chapter. To go from 50 to 100, you multiplied by 2. And whatever you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. So 3 times 2 is 6. Now you have your equivalent fraction, which is what I have here. Step 2, the new numerator is your percent. So our new numerator is 6, which means that our percent is 6%. All right. Again, for example 2, we're going to use a different number. We use 9 over 1,000. So 9 over 1,000 equaled blank over 100. We found out that 1,000 divided by 100, or 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. So if you divide the bottom by 10, you need to divide the top by 10. 9 divided by 10 is 0.9, which means it was 0.9%. For the triads, I had kids write 15% as a fraction and write 18 over 25 as a percent. For A, 15% will be 15 over 100. We reduce the fraction down to 3 over 20. For 18 over 24, I did 18 over 25. 18 over 25 equals blank over 100. Well, 24 times 4 is 100, so whatever I did to the bottom, I did it to the top. 18 times 4 is 72. So 18 over 25 as a percent is 72%. All right, and that was the lesson. The assignment is on Big Ideas Math, and it is the 4.1 practice. So log into Big Ideas Math and do the 4.1 practice. If you have any questions, please email me. Have a wonderful day.